Scene 1. A rainy Los Angeles evening. Exterior of the Cecil Hotel. The camera pans over the ominous facade of the Cecil Hotel. Rain pours, reflecting on cracked pavement. A subtitle reads, Los Angeles, 2013. Narrator, V.O. In a city of dreams and despair, the Cecil Hotel stood as a monument to both. Its history dripped with tragedy and whispered secrets, drawing those who dared to unravel its mysteries. Among them was Elisa Lam, a young Canadian student seeking refuge in, perhaps something more in this infamous haven. Cut to a close-up of a bus pulling up outside the hotel. Elisa, a bright-eyed yet anxious young woman, steps off with a small backpack and a hopeful smile. Elisa, V.O. I came to Los Angeles chasing new beginnings. Little did I know, I would be stepping into a nightmare far beyond my wildest imaginings. Act 2. The strange occurrences. Scene 2. The hotel lobby, late night. The lobby is dimly lit. Elisa checks in at the front desk. A clerk with a knowing, somber expression hands her a key. Clerk. Welcome to the Cecil Hotel. Enjoy your stay, but remember, some rooms have a mind of their own. Elisa smiles politely, brushing off the comment as local color. Scene 3. The hallway and elevator. Inside her modest room, Elisa unpacks. The camera lingers on a framed photograph of her family back home. A soft knock on her door startles her. When she opens it, there is nothing but the echo of silence. Later, Elisa is seen riding the hotel elevator. Security camera footage shows her movements. Jerky, unusual gestures, a look of detached anxiety. The footage, grainy and surreal, becomes a subject of hushed conversation among hotel staff. And later, investigators. Technician, whispering, examining the footage on a monitor. There's something off about the way she moved. It's as if she was both here and somewhere else. Investigator, firmly. We need to document every frame. This isn't just erratic behavior, it's a cry for help or a sign of something darker. The elevator scene replays in slow motion. Each movement feels like a piece of a larger, inexplicable puzzle. Scene 4. Hotel corridors. Midnight. The camera follows a lone security guard as he patrols the eerily quiet corridors. His flashlight beam cuts through the darkness. Security guard, muttering to himself, every night, the hotel whispers its secrets. Tonight, I swear I heard someone crying. As he passes a room, he sees a flicker of movemental shadow vanishing around the corner. He hurries, but finds nothing. The tension builds as background music swells with an eerie minor key melody. Scene 5. The investigation room. A cluttered investigation room with maps, photographs, and transcripts of witness statements. A group of detectives huddles around a table. The security footage of Elisa displayed on a screen. Detective Rivera. We've combed through every record. Elisa's behavior in the elevator wasn't random. It hints at something, perhaps a mental struggle, or something unexplainable. Detective Mason. There are theories. Some say she was experiencing severe psychological distress. Others hint at supernatural interference, or even foul play. But nothing fits perfectly. A montage of newspaper clippings, expert interviews, and speculative diagrams overlays the conversation, highlighting how every new detail deepens the enigma. Act 4. The tragic climax. Scene 6. The rooftop water tank. Dawn. The scene shifts to the rooftop of the Cecil Hotel at the break of dawn. The sound of dripping water echoes as the camera slowly zooms in on a large, ominous water tank. Narrator 5-0. When the unthinkable happened, the discovery of Elisa's body in a water tank on the hotel's roof shattered all remaining illusions. It was a grim tableau puzzle missing its crucial piece. Investigators in hazmat suits and forensic experts swarm the scene. Their solemn faces betray the weight of the mystery. Forensic specialist, softly, to a colleague. There's no sign of a struggle. Yet the placement. It suggests she was pushed or she jumped. But how did she get there in the first place? Scene 7. Flashbacks and theories. Quick flashbacks intercut the investigation. Elisa laughing with new friends at a local cafe, then sitting alone in her room looking troubled. The footage of her erratic elevator ride replays with added narration. Eliza, VO, echoing. I felt trapped, like I was being pulled between two worlds, one I knew and another I couldn't escape. Investigators debate among themselves in a tense roundtable discussion. Detective Rivera. Every theory we have seems to contradict the next. Was it a suicide, an accident, or something far more sinister that defies explanation? Detective Mason. We're chasing shadows in a hotel with a history of darkness. The Cecil has seen unspeakable things. Maybe Elisa was caught in its web. Act 5. The aftermath and the unsolved. St. Oft. Agriet's memorial service. A week later, family members and a few friends gather in a modest memorial service. Soft, melancholic music plays. The camera lingers on a faded portrait of Elisa. Elisa's mother, tearfully. She was a light in our lives. I can't help but wonder, did the darkness of that place take her from us? The service fades into somber silence. In the background, an investigator stands by a window, gazing at the city lights with unresolved questions in his eyes. Scene 9. Epilogue. The Cecil Hotel lobby. The camera returns to the Cecil Hotel, now quieter but still radiating an aura of mystery. A new guest checks in at the front desk. The clerk, with a knowing glance, offers a half-smile tinged with sorrow. Clerk, welcome to the Cecil. Every room here carries a story. Some happier, and some that echo with the pain of the past. The case of Elisa Lam remains an enigma tapestry, woven with threads of despair, mystery, and unanswered questions. In the corridors of the Cecil Hotel, her presence lingers, a haunting reminder that some mysteries are destined never to be solved. Fade out to the sound of distant, indistinct whispers and a soft drip of water, leaving the audience with a lingering sense of dread and wonder